afternoon, everyone. My name is Bernadette DePino. I'm the police chief for the Sarasota Police Department. And 1 month ago today, a group of our police officers and I were standing in the middle of a neighborhood in Newtown, 23rd and Leon. And here we are 1 month later about to announce an operation which is of historic proportion. And the main goal of this operation was to interact and take down a major drug organization within the city of Sarasota from top to bottom. And I'm really proud of all the investigators and the officers of the Sarasota Police Department because they successfully were able to get into and take down a major significant drug organization in our community. And I promised the community that our officers would do that on that day on January 4th. I told them, and I also warned the drug dealers, that we were not going to allow the drug dealers to continue in that community and that we were going to do everything within our means to make that happen. And today is just the announcement of the success of this operation. The operation was called the Sarasota Cartel II. This actually was part 2 of an operation that occurred starting in 2008 to 2012, where a significant number of drug dealers were taken down. And this is part 2 of that takedown. And the Sarasota Cartel I took down major suppliers, and the Sarasota Cartel II kept the pressure up on these major suppliers, and we got upper and mid-level dealers out of this operation. Our main goal was to dismantle a local drug organization from bottom to top. This was actually a 1.5-year investigation run by our detectives and agents from the Drug Enforcement Administration. Now, the first phase of the operation, Sarasota Cartel II, resulted with 10 arrests with individuals who were anywhere from street-level drug dealers to upper-level narcotics suppliers. In addition to the arrest of the 10 people, there was a substantial amount of U.S. currency and a large quantity of narcotics seized, as well as 5 vehicles. These drugs that were seized were in the city of Sarasota, and they were intended for the Sarasota-Bradenton area.
On January 22nd of 2014, the Sarasota Police Department narcotics detectives completed the first phase of a 1.5-year-long investigation that was in cooperation and collaboration with the Drug Enforcement Administration agents, Gary Corbett and Jason Satterwhite, who were very instrumental in helping us with this investigation. That investigation, or that first phase, resulted in the arrest of 10 individuals for a variety of narcotics-related charges. We believe these individuals were supplying a large quantity of cocaine to the Sarasota-Bradenton area to include the streets of North Sarasota. Our main goal, as the chief said, was to dismantle a drug organization from bottom to top. We sought to identify the source of these drugs through identifying the street-level dealers and monitoring their behaviors. We used a variety of investigative techniques and methods to eventually include intercepting their telephone communication between most of the participants. As the chief said, we couldn't have done this without the state attorney's office, Beth Scanlon, Craig Schaefer, who helped us along the way to make sure all the legal I's were dotted and the T's were crossed. As you know, it's a very private type communication, and the Constitution guarantees certain rights, and we believe we had enough probable cause to intercept those phone calls, and the state attorney's office was very instrumental to make sure that we had everything in order on the legal side. There was a significant amount of drugs seized. And I think one thing I'd really like to emphasize is that we believe that all of the narcotics that we seized was meant for the streets of Sarasota-Bradenton area. It was all local. We didn't draw in international drug dealers to steal their dope and take their money. These are folks that were doing business here in this area on a regular basis.